I'm okay. I just smoked another to the face, yeah. She wanna stay. Singing to your bitch like I was Drake, yeah.
Don't just try to tell me you love me. Can't keep it real if you really don't trust me. Come with a real, you here been the front seat. Get my meals, I'm gunning for the money. Money in the bank. Coming with a dank, scrolling in a tank, rolling with the gang. You sitting out on the sideline tripping. I go to the hole with the rock like Pippin.
Yeah. I'm okay.
Let's go! It's Lions game day versus the Green Bay Fudge Packers.
Say what you want, have whatever judgment you have. Last time we got drunk on a pregame show, Lions won.
They won.
And guess what? It was on the road. It was a Thursday night.
And it was.
Guess what tonight's game is?
It's on the road.
And a Thursday night.
And it's on a Thursday night.
That's what I'm saying. I'm your boy Easy Joe, my guy Spin More Racks. If you're not here normally, give us a follow. At Speakeasy Sports _ at Spin More Racks. At the real Chris Platte.
Not the fake ones.
Tons of fake ones out there. JB up next _ and of course, the man, the myth, the legend, the network. Some may say.
Wait, hold up.
All right. Hey!
Hey! I don't know why candy corn was there.
Just like Freddy.
Maz likes candy corn.
That's
Apparently.
disgusting.
Apparently, Maz likes candy corn.
And I love Maz.
It's not a surprise.
It's not bad, but it's also not good.
No, it's terrible.
No, it's bad.
We're not talking about candy corn, though.
Talk about the Lions.
It's not BD.
Is candy
We're
corn the
talking
baker?
about-
Is candy corn the
Shut
baker?
up, Chris. I
Mentos?
just said
we just said
we're
we're not
not
talking
talking
about
about
candy
candy
corn.
corn.
What are you doing?
Just
We're
asking.
talking about the Detroit Lions because the Lions play in T-minus 3 hours.
Tree of them boys.
3 of them.
I thought it was
boys.
8, right?
It's at 8, yeah.
Oh, fuck. It is 5:02.
It is 5:02. So in 3 hours, the Detroit Lions will be playing football in Lambeau versus the Green Bay Packers. JB's ready for business. He came dressed for success. Look at this man. He's got a tie on, bro.
JB looks about to
got
shoot
the
a
job, bro.
2016 music video.
JB Smooth, running back,
JB Smooth.
Oregon.
Jerk. I know.
All grit.
Jerk.
I'm with the shits, though. Come in, swag. It don't matter.
It's, the
How you
Lions are
carry
ready.
yourself. I wear Crocs every day.
Yeah, you
I fuck
do.
bitches way out of my league. I don't know how I have.
That's true.
It's all the way you carry yourself. Just
That's
saying.
true. That's true. It's all about the Crocs. But the Lions, I talked about it yesterday. I am uberly confident that they will come out of here with a W. And now we have official word that David Montgomery and Taylor Decker are playing in this game.
Officially official. Officially questionable or officially playing?
Officially playing.
Officially playing.
Let's go.
I like that.
I like that.
It was a tough day for Tom Pelissero, man.
It was a tough day.
He's
for
a great
Tom
he's a
Pelissero.
great guy, great reporter. He
Yeah,
just
yeah.
took an L today.
He
that's all.
shows love to the D, too.
Yeah, he
came
does.
here,
He does.
He got him a little ski mask. Speaking of ski masks, I'll do it a little bit later. I got to reach and grab it at some point. Shout out to Questionable Tees.
Shout
My
out
guy
to
Scotty.
Questionable Tees.
Look at the website. I'll get
Scotty
the website
too
now.
hotty.
Shout it out. Shout out Scotty. Yeah, we're in there. Like swimwear. You got, speaking of in somewhere, you got Gibbs in the end zone tonight.
I do have Gibbs in the end zone tonight.
You do too?
I think
You
he'll get
you
one.
as well.
Yeah.
I think he'll get
There's
one.
two of you fellers.
I think he'll break one. I need Monty to get one for my parlays, but I do think Gibbs will get in there. I think it's about time. I think it's going to open up a little bit more now that Monty's back. They're not going to be strictly using him in a certain spot. And it'll free him up to make some moves.
And let's be real, he's a 12th overall pick, man. It's been four. It's about to be 4 games. You got to get him in. You got to get him in the payday zone once. Through 4 games. I think it comes tonight too. I do.
That's fair.
I do.
Comes. I don't know, boys. I'm really not like.
Because he can catch one.
It's
too.
a pregame show. I want to stay positive. I'm not sure about Gibbs right now. That's not the guy I want to go to. We're talking about touchdowns right now.
Dude doesn't like Jahmyr Gibbs.
It's not that I don't like Jahmyr Gibbs. I'm just speaking how it is.
You've been speaking down on him all week.
I'm not speaking down on him. I'm speaking how it is. Has it been up or down?
He's been good. He hasn't been great. He's been good. Last game, he didn't have a good game last game.
He had a good game last game.
Okay.
He's kind of force-fed to have a good game last game.
But he had a good
He
game.
broke a couple. He broke up. What up? What? What's
I
up?
was gonna say, you got, bro,
I mean,
especially late in the game, like when the opposing defense knows you're running the football,
That's
and he
fair.
had his best quarter in the 4th quarter.
That's
when
fair.
your offense is the most predictable, I got to give that man credit.
You know what? I will say this.
They knew it.
Because you guys have to be realistic about the situation. Before that 4th quarter, I'll go second half. I'll give you the benefit of the second half.
Yeah.
Was doing nothing between the tackles. But the 4th quarter, broke a couple of them things.
Yeah.
Or second half.
You wear him down, you move him around, and I don't want to see him run between tackles anyways. I want to see him in space.
Yeah.
But if he's your the guy who's starting at the running back position for you.
Yeah.
I know
He
he's
has
not
to.
running back. He's a weapon. He has to
He
run
has
those
to.
two
Do you see-
tackles.
But that's not what he was brought here to be.
But
That's what you have
but again, just keep the defense honest. You have to run those between the tackles. That way, because otherwise they know what you're doing every single time.
Yeah, you keep saying that, and then I haven't seen him get much of sweeps or anything in space. When have you seen him on a sweep? Have you seen him on a jet sweep?
Yes.
Have you seen him out
Not jet sweep. But I've seen him on sweeps.
on a pitch? No.
Not pitch.
No, that's where I want him to see.
But, like, when
I've had enough
when
of
do
him
we
running
see
in the
pitches
play.
anymore, Spinny? Come on, that's like 1952 football. But I get what you're saying. I 100% get what you're saying.
Easy. Did you see the
Put him in
little
space.
chart they showed where he ran the ball to? It was like 90% to the left side of the offensive line. To be fair, when he
You're right.
started getting a lot of carries,
Yeah.
that's when the injuries were already there. Taylor Decker was out of the game. Vitae was out. Offensive line's still good, but
Yeah.
they were running the football only to the left side.
Yeah,
Like,
actually-
Monty was there when they were all at full strength. Jameer was too, but
Yeah.
that last game was a little weird.
Between the
Ban
tackles.
Hammer already.
What?
Not having it today.
Wait, you
Ban
banned
Hammer
someone?
already. Lions hater number 1. Get out of here.
no.
Get out of here.
He's trolling.
Get out. Don't care. Don't care. You don't
Damn.
troll on
Don't
a game
care.
day.
Yo, Spenny with shorter hair.
Don't
Zero
care.
BS he
Don't
takes.
care. No BS.
He takes
It's
no
like
BS.
Jeff with a tattoo. It's just different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Different
See,
out-
coming
It's
back
like,
to
it's
me.
like booner not hugging. It is what it is, and you're gonna have to accept it.
Hit the like button if you haven't already. 5-star review on all podcast platforms. This is your pre-show before the pre-game show. Woodward Heavyweights live from 5 to 7 weekdays on WoodwardSports.com. Check it out. Moving on the positive things. Oh, you already got like some negative things in here right off the rip.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Off the fucking rip. What is
Stop swearing and read it.
fuck fuckity fuck?
You're so cool, bro.
Shut your fucking face, you
You're
uncle fucker.
you're so cool, man.
You don't eat or sleep or mow the lawn. You fuck your uncle all day long.
Cool. You're awesome. Read the prep.
F-U-C-K.
Cool. Fuck. Like why? What?
Yo, what? Whose man's is this?
I'm not reading this negative shit. You can read the negative shit.
Okay, I'll read it. Do the Packers wide receivers scare you? Christian Watson is coming back. They have Romeo Doubs. Jordan Love throws the ball deep. We know based on his stats, he has a terrible completion percentage, but he takes shots down the field. Does it scare you that Christian Watson is back and Romeo Doubs is playing well?
I don't think it scares me that it's Christian Watson's first game back. I don't know if he'll be out there just completely unleashed. The only person that scares me would be Christian Watson. I think
Yeah.
Jaden Reed, too's getting there. Jaden Reed's good, man. I like Jaden Reed a lot. But I wouldn't say, if you had Kirby and C.J. Gardner-Johnson, I'd probably be less scared because you got two guys that are ball hawks. Maybe both being out. Maybe there's a little fear there, but no. Jordan Love has a 53% completion percentage.
He doesn't complete a lot of passes. I
No.
saw like 36% of Jordan Love's passes are uncatchable balls.
Wow.
So I'm not scared of that, but I am scared of the talent level at wide receiver. I am scared of Christian Watson coming back. He is a good player. Romeo Doubs
Yeah,
has
he
shown
is.
some things, but the secondary looked good. It was against Desmond Ridder and the Falcons. So I'll say, but Cam Sutton has looked good all year. Hopefully, Jerry is up to the task. He had a good game against the Falcons, so let's see what's going on there. But they got some talent out there on the outside, and it's up to Aaron Glenn to scheme up something that can limit these guys. And that's another thing I have in here is how important is this game to Aaron Glenn? We know he got torched for the Seattle game. He came back. He had a great game plan against the Atlanta Falcons. But is this game, how important is this to Aaron Glenn?
It's important. If I'm being a realist, though, I mean, it's on a short week. You got kind of like a brand new offensive scheme here for Green Bay. It depends on how much preparation you took beforehand. But, like, you're coming fresh off a Sunday's win where you had to, like, be down to the T after the Seattle performance. You're entirely focused on the Atlanta Falcons. People are calling for your jobs after that week, and he proved so. But, like, this week, I'm not expecting an Atlanta Falcons game, although that would be amazing. I think the Detroit Lions defensive line, Aiden in particular, I think they could possibly provide that for you, but I'm not expecting like a dominant defensive performance. If anything, by the way, too, actually, can I make a comment on the Jordan Love 53%? Also has the largest average depth of target.
Yeah.
Constantly taking deep shots. It kind of like gives take to like the completion percentage, but also lets those balls like fray a little bit. Like they are off target when they're down deep like that.
Yeah.
I picked up Luke Musgrave in fantasy for that reason. He's been open tons of times, but just like Jordan Love hasn't been able to hit him. But like when you're taking constant deep shots, your percentage is gonna be a lot lower than other people. They're playing. They're almost playing like Warriors style football, if that makes sense. You know the Warriors like live and die from the 3-point. Mm-hmm. The Packers seem to like live and die from that deep ball. Whether it's gonna be like a pass interference penalty or they actually make the catch, There's a lot of deep shots from this Packers offense. I kind of expect them to change it up this week, though. I don't know. What are you going to say, Chris?
Yeah, once I heard that stat yesterday, I don't know if it was you or somebody that brought that stat to my attention. The thing that I immediately went to is this is a game where Kirby would just thrive in, like the safety. Like this is built for the playmaking of the secondary to really shine through and play to their strengths. And so
is Kirby playing?
That as of last I saw was questionable
/ doubtful.
Yeah.
Last I checked for Kirby. But again, this is the beautiful thing about the Detroit Lions organization as they sit right now. The brand new Detroit Lions have depth almost at every position outside. Actually, no, I would extend it to linebacker position too. On the defensive side of the ball, the Detroit Lions have depth. It's a beautiful thing to have. I know at cornerback you get a little thin there. Once Emmanuel Mosley gets back, you feel a little bit better about the actual term depth. Yeah. But you look at the safety position, you lost arguably your leader of the defense is CJ GJ. You have Tracy Walker stepped in, who's still a leader of that defense. As a veteran presence. Yeah. You have Ify Melifonwu, who's new to the safety position.
He played well.
He's been at it for 2 years now. And his first start last week at the position, looked good. I think the Detroit Lions got a little bit of depth in the backfield, but the Packers got some weapons. I think we did it yesterday. We broke it down position by position. I think the Packers might have the edge in terms of like pass catchers and completion.
Man, I hope Kirby
Lions
can
are top
play.
heavy.
They're saying Kirby's doubtful. Kirby would eat this game based on the play style. You know he loves to play in Lambeau. You know he loves to intercept Packers quarterbacks. So it would be amazing for Kirby to get in there, but it's not looking great for him. Do you have confidence in Ify Melifonwu if he has to fill that role?
I thought he stepped up last week.
I
did. I know last year we got to see him in the Panthers game, and that was it was not just him, but that defense was all lost. But still, if he looked good, that speaks to coaching. That's credit to AG, too. Those guys were ready to play. I think the only thing I'm concerned of, and Easy brought it up, though, the PI calls. They got away with that last week. It helped the Packers get downfield. Now, Jerry Jacobs I'm probably looking at, super aggressive. He's probably the dude that – because Emmanuel Mosley was supposed to play a couple series, but now he's not playing, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll see. Big game for Jerry Jacobs. But it's weird. It must be weird for Aaron Glenn game planning for an offense that you don't have a lot of tape on. The offense, but the players you don't.
I'm with you.
Like Jordan Love, you only have a couple games. Jaden Reed's a rookie.
Yeah.
Dobbs was injured last year, and Watson's played really 1 year.
The NFL set this up for the Packers to have the advantage. You have a limited amount of tape on Jordan Love as Packers offense. You also have it on a short week, too. You're not able to dive into it like you typically would on a 7-day week. The NFL... They set this one up for the Packers, and they're also at home.
I'm not putting in any conspiracy theory about the NFL conspiring against the Lions.
It's not a
to give the
conspiracy
Packers
theory.
The
It's just I'm speaking facts, though. It's a short week. There's limited tape. Those are all things like that would have been known beforehand, heading into like a Week 4 matchup on a Thursday night football game in prime time. I mean, it was still a division game.
Even St. Brown mentioned it on the St. Brown's Brothers podcast. He said that there's not time to change anything. Like it's essentially they're just reusing offensive plays.
Yeah, it goes both ways.
Yeah,
it goes
exactly.
the same for both ways.
Yeah.
It's not like the Packers had 5 extra days of rest compared to us.
But the difference is, though, in a division game where you're playing the same coaching staff, generally the same roster outside of Jahmyr Gibbs, who you got to show you anything outside of what DeAndre Swift gave you.
And Sam Laporta.
Yeah, he's Sam's the big one.
Yeah.
Maybe. No tight end was doing that last year.
But Hockenson at one point was that too. I think Sam Laporta has a higher ceiling for sure.
Did they face the Packers after that trade for the first time, or did they face him with TJ?
Yeah, last game of the season was Packers. So
and TJ was traded by what, like middle of the year?
Yeah.
They beat the Packers last year like 15-9 that first game. I don't know if TJ was in that game.
You're right.
Shout out to Spencer Torkelson. He just hit his 30th home run of the season.
There we go, Booner. Exactly what we're talking about. Don't talk fucking baseball.
Shout out to Spencer. It literally just happened. Shout out to Torkelson for hitting his 30th.
That was the live play-by-play,
That's amazing. That's amazing.
That was live.
Awesome for him.
Hit a like button if you guys haven't already. 5-star review on podcast platforms. Chris, tell us about Glorious Cannabis and make sure there's a cute long-haired guy behind you.
Listen, I can't make any promises. Oh my God!
Hey, that's the goat of the thumbnails.
Just in time for football, Glorious Cannabis is dropping a new ice water bubble hash infused pre-roll called Honolulu Blue. It smells so good. It's like the whiff of the first playoff win in 31 years that could be coming soon. It's a gassy, aggressive strain like Ryan right behind me, named in honor of Detroit football. If you haven't had one of these ice water pre-rolls, you are missing out. They are so smooth. Find them at Dispo Dispensary for 25% off using the promo code Woodward Glorious. Once again, that's gloriouscanna.com.
The sports marketing agency would not be who we are without great community partners like Higuera Health and Carol Zaniga.
It's an awesome opportunity to partner with your organization. Higuera Health is a comprehensive behavioral health organization. We serve children through older adults with mental health, substance use, and developmental disabilities across Western Wayne counties, and really excited to now be in downriver communities as well. Give us a call at 734-458-4601.
Join Woodward Sports' own Jeff Iafrate along with special WSN guests for the most anticipated Lions season in decades. Filled with different surprises and expert analysis. You're not going to want to miss out. Go to our Woodward Sports YouTube channel on Sundays and tune in live from 9:30 to 11:30 a.m.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Join today for just $1 down, $10 a month. With over 2,400 locations and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. And with free fitness training and most clubs open 24 hours, everyone belongs in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, September 13th.
Join now at any Metro Detroit location. Hurry, offer ends soon.
Equipment Company is your source for outdoor power equipment, sales, service, and parts, carrying top brands such as Bad Boy, LS Tractor, Steel, and more, servicing the Great Lakes region with locations in Metro Detroit and Greater Lansing. For more information, visit us at OutdoorEquipCo.com. Outdoor Equipment Company, your power equipment playground.
Weed Whipper.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. It's Lions game day. The Lions play the Packers tonight, so make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on audio platform, leave a 5-star review. We just did a little intro, feeling about some things, but now let's break it down. Lions versus the Packers in Lambeau on a Thursday night. How does this one shake out, Easy?
It's a close game. I think it's a close game either way you cut it. I think if you break this game down without your Detroit Lions bias, you'd have to analyze it as that. I think the Green Bay Packers got a tough defensive line going up against a banged up Detroit Lions front. That makes things a little bit interesting. I think you also, the strength of the Detroit Lions team is the run game. And Dave Montgomery, thank God, is a little bit healthier than he was last week, but still a little banged up. I think it depends on how good Taylor Decker and D-Mont are feeling. It's crazy to speak on an 11-man side of the ball for the offense, and an offense that was top 5 last year and feel so dependent on that run game, but that's just what the Detroit Lions are.
That's what happens.
And I would feel a little bit better if Josh Reynolds was healthy, but we saw him go out there last week with a banged up groin, and he just wasn't himself. Matter of fact, I don't think he caught a single ball, if I'm not mistaken. It's going to be a close game, either way you cut it. My official score prediction, if I'm being honest with you guys, is around 24-20, and I think that goes either way.
Yeah.
I think it goes down to who has the last possession of the game, to be honest with you.
Yeesh, I don't like that. It sounds like some haterade. No, I think the Lions win this game. I think the Lions, now with Taylor Decker and David Montgomery back, I am even more confident in what they can do. I think Green Bay can't stop the run. They've proven that so far this year. They aren't able to stop the run. So the Lions need to bang them inside. They need to run the ball down the field, run the ball down their throat, and make sure that they keep their offense on the field. Make sure they keep Jordan Love and those receivers on the sidelines so the Packers don't have the opportunity to score points. I think the Lions dominate this game in the trenches, and they end up getting it done. I'm going to say 27-21 Lions.
I like it.
Jeff?
Take out the banging inside part, but I agree with that, actually. I do.
You don't like the banging
I think the Lions are going to control the line of scrimmage. I think so. I mean, you look at the Packers' run game without Aaron Jones. I'm curious, it's his first game back off that hamstring injury. He looked pretty good game one, at least in the passing game. You know who leads the Packers in yards per carry right now, besides Keyshawn Nixon, who had one carry for 11 yards? Jordan Love. He leads them in yards per carry. A.J. Dillon
is trash.
He's been awful this year.
I learned the hard way.
There is some concern there. I mean, look at Matt LaFleur's offense. They want to run the ball. They want to establish play action. They wanted Jordan Love to be comfortable, and that's when he thrives. So I think the Lions' strength against what the Packers want to do. They've been good against the run right now. They're 9th in the NFL, I believe, against the run. So yeah, I like the Lions' chances here. The other thing that I think is interesting. Before I give my final score, and I'm curious for Dan Campbell, you know what the Packers are allowing on fourth down conversions for opponents? It's like a 70% conversion rate. So is this Dan Campbell? Is this time to be aggressive?
I like it.
I'm curious. I got the Lions winning, though, 24-16. I think they take care of it.
I like
one
it.
Score, though.
It is a divisional game. It is on the road, so it's going to be tough. But I just see this team. I'm not scared of the Packers anymore. I'm not scared of the big bad boogeyman in Green Bay anymore.
He's gone.
It's Jordan Love. And I know Jordan Love hasn't looked terrible, but he hasn't looked good either. And I'm not scared of that.
That's fair. Devin99 says they can't run and they can't stop the run. That's actually a phenomenal point made. We saw Bijan Robinson go up against the Green Bay Packers, put up 124 yards. And he had a little bit receiving on top of that, too. I think you said it was like 180-something overall. That is true. Got to be honest with you, Jahmyr Gibbs ain't giving us Bijan numbers so far. And it's up to really. That's why I'm so dependent for my prediction of this game on the health of Taylor Decker and David Montgomery collectively. It's really up to those two, because if it were a situation where you have a Dan Skipper in there, outside of like a Colby Sorsdale, who's been practicing in the guard position all off season. I know he's a tackle routinely from William and Mary, but like William and Mary tackles aren't an Ohio State tackle. They aren't a Michigan tackle.
Yeah.
They're not facing the same type of competition. That's why you take a William and Mary tackle, you try making him a guard. He had a couple reps against last week. I'm sorry, I almost said Jermaine Dupree. Bud Dupree.
Yeah.
Didn't look the greatest. Held his own, but Goff got hit a couple times as Jacoby Sorsdale was in that game trying to block Jermaine Dupree. Bud Dupree. Let me get this straight right off the rip. All right, if Taylor guys have missed any reps, and Kobe Sorsdale's to step in there to block a Rashawn Gary, who alternates on what side of the line he chooses, I guarantee he's not choosing Penei Sewell's side. And that's where things get a little bit sketchy. I think both in the run game and the pass game. But what I do believe is Lions' run game is more than just like man-on-man. It's also scheme-based too. And if Kobe Sorsdale has that down and if maybe Montgomery's feeling well, there's still a chance there too. The only thing that scares me about this Green Bay Packers team is that defense, if I'm being honest with you. Offensively, I guess you could look at their weapons and you do get a little bit you do consider it as possible threat. But again, the Jordan Love, 53%. I think Cam Sutton's been phenomenal. I think Tracy Walker is more than qualified to obviously start at the safety position. He's done it for us before on a team that ended up in the top 5 in the NFL draft. But nonetheless, they're still serviceable guys. So the only thing that scares me with this Green Bay team is that defense. And if our right side of the line or left side of the line, however they decide to do it tonight, it's definitely going to be Decker on the left, Penei back on the right. That's the only thing that has me nervous. Demont and Decker.
Yeah.
I'm worried more about us than I am about them.
That's fair. That's fair. It's the injury thing for sure, and the Packers are dealing with injuries of their own, and you're going to figure out all of that after us because the Lions pregame show comes on after us. This man, the myth, the legend, the franchise, the network, Jeff Iafrate will be hosting the Lions pregame show right after the heavies get off. We're done at 6, and then Jeff comes on at 6:30, and he's ready to go, so make sure you guys stay tuned for the Lions pregame show right after the heavyweights. But I'm not worried. Taylor Decker played through this injury. He got hurt and finished the game, and it didn't hamper him at all. And yeah, the Lions didn't win that game, but he still played through it, and he still did his thing. So I'm not worried about that. This man's a warrior. He plays injured. Linemen play injured. It's happened. I am confident that the Lions will be able to run the ball against this Green Bay defensive front with or without Taylor Decker, because they haven't been able to stop anybody from running the ball this year. And I know they'll be able to get it done, and I expect them to get it done. I expect them to win the line of scrimmage. I expect them to push the Packers back and make some things happen. I'm excited for it. I'm ready for it. The Lions are going to win this game, man.
Also, this is what I've said in the chat now. I want to make sure, like, the people who are maybe driving, have it on, but just still driving the phone next to them, can't look at the chat. If we hit 169 likes before the stream ends, while live, we'll have one of the baddest Lady Janes come through, Lady Jane's girls, and I'll wax my eyebrows live on there. I'm just putting it out there. I'll let you guys
hold
know.
on.
What?
Are you holding your word on that?
I got my word on it. I
Make
reached out to
100
them.
burners right now.
100 burners
169 likes,
169
and you're going to
likes.
get your eyebrows waxed.
On air.
On air.
Not both of them. I'm just like I'm saying.
Oh,
Yeah.
What? That's so you're getting, it's like upkeep. Like you're just looking good.
Yeah.
Oh, then,
Oh, not like off?
No, just in the middle.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do that too. I need to get it cleaned up too. I
It's
mean,
still, does it feel good?
It's not
dude,
terrible.
I mean, come on.
What do you mean?
I thought I was like, oh shit, is he about to? Oh, it's okay.
You
It's
guys
all
thought I was doing both my eyebrows?
No,
for
like
169 likes.
I mean, it's,
Bro, I'm not even buying a jersey for less than 400. Get off, get the fuck out of here.
All right.
You guys want a jersey? You hit 400.
that's how you said it. But
You said it.
So the Lions aren't the only team dealing with injuries in this game. The Packers are also dealing with injuries. David Bakhtiari was put on IR, but Aaron Jones and Christian Watson are both going to play in this game. Are you worried about Aaron Jones? Are you worried about what he can do for this team?
No. I mean, the only area that I'm concerned about Aaron Jones is possibly as a pass catcher. I was the one parading it all last week when everyone was scared of Bijan Robinson. I told you Detroit Lions defense, run defense in particular, has been phenomenal. From 2022 into this year, Aaron Glenn has been phenomenal, and specifically against Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones has rushed for more than 62 yards against the Detroit Lions, led by Aaron Glenn. Other defensive gurus or geniuses, Matt Patricia's fat ass, he tore him up.
Yeah.
But Aaron Glenn, he's solid against the run. In the passing game, however, that's why I do get a little bit nervous because Aaron Jones provides that to you as a running back. He's not just one of those. I don't want to bring Jahmyr Gibbs back into it, but he's not just a running back. Aaron Jones gives it to you out of the backfield. He gives it to you out of the slot. Aaron Jones is nice.
Yeah.
Unless the number one guy on my list to look out for on the Green Bay Packers offense is going to sound crazy to a lot of you because obviously they have two respectable receivers, in my mind, respectable receivers. Luke Musgrave. Dude. And I get he's a rookie, but he's got the length. He's got the speed. He's been open on multiple occasions. Watching the tape, both just Lucas and myself watching it in the living room, and both JT Sullivan broke down Jordan Love's tape.
Yeah.
2 times he missed Luke Musgrave deep. What's one position the Detroit Lions have been unable to protect in that secondary for a decade almost?
Tight ends.
Tight end.
It's tight ends.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Luke Musgrave, rookie, get all upset however you want. I don't care. He's a talented guy.
Yeah. No, he can make things happen, and we talked about it yesterday about how a good tight end is a matchup nightmare for any defense. And I said it at first, like, yeah, the Lions haven't been able to cover tight ends, but a good tight end can't be covered by any offense or any defense. The one guy who was like, oh, he's going to lock down a tight end was Eric Berry. And a tight end is a nightmare for a defense because they're too big to be guarded by a safety or a corner, and they're too fast to be guarded by a linebacker. So if you have a good tight end, he's probably going to do some damage. I don't know if Luke Musgrave is this generational tight end that we need to be worried about, but can he slip out? Can he get a couple catches here and there? Yes. I do have his over 35 receiving yards, I think, and so I'd like to see him get a couple catches. Nothing too crazy.
I got the over on the catches.
Nothing too crazy, but a couple catches. But I'm not worried about Luke Musgrave. I'm not fearing Luke Musgrave. I'm fearing. If I'm fearing anybody, it's Aaron Jones out of the backfield. That's
as a runner or a pass catcher?
As a pass catcher. Aaron Jones out of the backfield.
Yeah. Okay.
As a pass catcher. That's what's cooked the Lions for a long time. We saw him cook Chicago with that. That is another thing the Lions haven't been able to cover too well is running backs out of the backfield receiving the ball. So Aaron Jones is very good at that. He's a great player doing that. And that's the one thing I'm worried about. But again, the same thing with him and Monty is how healthy are they? How much of a pitch count are they going to be on? How many snaps are they actually going to get?
Right.
So we'll see going forward, but I'm not too worried about it. But we do got to go to break, so tell us about Mark White, Easy.
I will tell you about Mark White. I would say that's kind of fair. Running backs average 39 yards on receptions against the Detroit Lions. 39 yards receiving, I should say. But let me tell you guys about Mark White. It's the best place to go whether you're buying or selling real estate. They offer you the minute-by-minute listing agreement, and that's by Mark White Associates exclusively. Visit them at markwhitesells.com or call them at 248-290-8242. Again, that's 248-290-8242 or visit markwhitesells.com. So World Heavyweights, we'll be right back.
Woodward Sports' own Tom Mazaway and Sam Stick Day will be hosting our Lions postgame show after every Lions game all season long. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel for his hot-off-the-press takes, game analysis, and Kool-Aid sipping celebrations. You won't want to miss it. Join Maz, Stick, and special guests each week immediately following every Lions game, exclusively on the WSN YouTube channel. Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions show. Let's go! Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
At the Academy of Warren, they have a brand new state-of-the-art sports dome field house that has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, and soccer field, which can also be used for 7-on-7 football. At the Academy of Warren features kindergarten through 8th grade with AM and PM latchkey, smaller classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast, and so much more. The Academy of Warren is now accepting new enrollments, so go and check them out online today at theacademyofwarren.net. Now, back to the heavies.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights live on WoodwardSports.com. Like and share the stream, 169 likes. Easy's getting his gooch waxed live on stream, so make sure you watch it. Whoa. He is Easy. We got Chris. We got JB. We got Jeff. We got Booner. We got Lucas. I am Spencer. It's game day. The Lions play the Packers. This is a battle for first place in the NFC North.
Yeah.
The Packers-Lions have a tied record. They're both 2-1. We know the Bears and Vikings are dog shit. They're both 0-3. We don't got to worry about them. How big of a game is this for the landscape of the NFC North going forward?
It's not as big as people are going to make it. It's a nationally televised game if you have Amazon Prime or you're here locally on Fox 2. For everybody who thought you had to have Amazon to watch the Lions tonight, they're also going to be on Fox 2. Shout out to Ryan Ermanni for making that happen.
Some of you got. Some of you bought that Amazon Prime. You didn't need it.
You didn't need it, but you do get your ski
line in Jeff's pockets.
Jeff Bezos.
Jeff Bezos, not Jeff Ifrade.
If you want to line Jeff Ifrade's pockets,
very different pockets.
What's your Venmo, Jeff?
At Spenmo Rax. That is Jeff's Venmo.
His Cash App is at
Spenmo Rax.
Cash App me 31. What is your Venmo?
I think it's just my name.
Jeff Ifrade?
Yeah.
Have fun spelling that. Okay, that's not that difficult. I don't think this game is that. Listen, you got the Vikings down 0-3.
Yes.
You got the Chicago Bears down 0-3. I think the Vikings show a little bit more life than the Chicago Bears, obviously. But this...
Easy, we're 9 legs away. 8 legs away.
You still have another division game against this Packers team at home on national television and a Thanksgiving game you play every single year. As much as people are hyping this up to be detrimental to the division, it may be in the short term, but in the long term, it's not. As much as I respect this Green Bay Packers team as a team that can be serviceable and beat you while you're on the road, I don't see them as a team that's actually going to win the NFC North. I think the NFC North is the Detroit Lions regardless. If the Green Bay Packers beat the Lions today, it's solely based off everything we mentioned earlier. You got a brand new offensive scheme, a short week to game plan against it, on top of being on the road against that whole situation. And they got respectable defense, and our offensive line, Taylor Decker's going to play, yes. Taylor Decker's not fully healthy. Dave Montgomery's going to play, yes. Dave Montgomery's not fully healthy. We're talking about passing out asterisks, which I don't do. But there's this for this game. The Detroit Lions have this game to make up later on in the season. I'm not tripping on this game in terms of it comes the winning the NFC North. I think the Detroit Lions win the NFC North easily outside of any type of injury to the holy savior that you guys love.
So we did pass the total.
I'm still talking.
We did pass the total.
Okay.
So you got to get your gooch waxed. So that's happening right now.
I heard that too.
I heard that too. But I'm right in the middle. People in the Woodward Sports chat are saying, it's a must-win game. You got to win. QQWW says must win. I'm not that far, but I'm not where Easy is. I do think that they could get away with winning the North if they lose this game, but this is a tone-setting game for the Lions going forward in the NFC North. If you go into Lambeau, go to the Packers, and spank them around, that's you putting your nuts on the table. That's you slapping the rest of the division with your cock and being like, hey, this is us now. This is the Lions. We're real. The hype is real. The talk is real. The Detroit Lions run the North. That's what this win means. So a win would do a lot more than a loss would take away, in my opinion.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a must-win. I would say it's a big game, though. And it's not just the NFC North. It's who you're facing. The Packers are the only team in the NFC North I'm fearful of.
Yeah.
And fearful's probably a stretch, too, because Jordan Love, still plenty of things for him to figure out. The Bears, no. The Vikings, no. We know where they're heading. If you win this football game, the next time you face the Packers is at Ford Field on Thanksgiving. The last thing I want is the Lions to lose this football game and you're clamoring for them to win at home on Thanksgiving just so you don't get swept. You want to be the team that sweeps the Packers.
Yeah.
That's what you want to happen. So I wouldn't say must win. It's week fucking 4. I hate that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I get what you guys are saying. You got to set the tone.
Must win is a little much. Must win is going a little far. Do I want to win? Yes. Do I think they're going to win? Yes. Is it a must win? No. I think they can still win the North if they lose this game. But it sets a tone, man. It tells the rest of the division, hey, You know, shit ain't sweet. This ain't your whore grandma's Detroit Lions. This is the brand new Lions. They're going to come in here. They're going to come into your town. They're going to come into Lambeau. They're going to punch you in the mouth, and they're going to win the game. So I'm not going to say it's a must win, but I think they will win.
Yeah, it's not, again, if you want to like visit it as like a crucial game, it's a crucial game if you do everything you heard Cam Sutton say. Set the tone.
Yep.
And one thing I love about Cam Sutton, this dude's younger than me, and it feels like he's like just years wiser than me.
That is, you're old though.
He spoke that same message since the beginning of the season. If you follow the Detroit Lions on social media, they did a little cute thing on Twitter where you got to pick one of the Lions' opponents. You said, what game are you most excited for? And they got to hold up a stick with a team logo on it. This dude, Cam Sutton, went up. He grabbed the Bears. He grabbed the Packers. He grabbed the Vikings.
Smart man.
Every single one of these games, we got to win. You want to know why? The same word he said last week in the locker room after W. Said at the beginning of the season, we got to set the tone.
Yep.
If you want to implant your foot on the throats of the NFC North and let them know who's fucking daddy, that's where you want to press to win this game. You want to do that type of shit. And I think they can. I think they have every opportunity to. And if I'm going to believe in this team as more than just an NFC North champion.
I want to believe.
As more than by the way, NFC North, super weak. But if I want to believe in this team as more than an NFC North champion, they have to win this game on the road. If I want to continue on the line of contender, if I want to continue on the line of playoff winner, they have to win this game on the road against the Green Bay Packers team that I do respect, but I think you're better than.
Yeah.
Even with these injuries considered.
Yeah. JB, how you feeling? Is this a must-win for the Detroit Lions?
It's not a must-win, but it is a tone setter for the rest of the season and for the rest of the way that you look at the rest of this division. So you don't have to necessarily win this game, but I do expect them to win this game. Because once you do, it sits here and says, hey, we are not taking any slack from anyone. We're going into this division and going to dominate. So, like I said, it's not a must-win, but I definitely believe that they will win tonight.
I agree. Before we get to Chris's take on it, let me tell you guys about the best focused Lions show in the state, and that is Woodward and Maine, the Detroit Lions Insider Show, hosted by Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and the legend Terry Foster. Lucas, get out of the booth. You're distracting the man. Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster making it happen. It's Woodward and Maine. Make sure you check it out. They had an episode today going. Check it out. The Lions Insider Show live on Woodward Sports. Chris, do you think this is a must-win game for the Detroit Lions?
No, it's not a must-win because I do think that the Lions are the best team in the division. They will end with the best record, and a tiebreaker won't matter. But is it crucial? Yes. Is it one of the most important games of the year? Yes, but it's not a must-win. Like I said, it sets a tone. It creates complete separation in the division, but it's not essential because I do believe at the end of the day that the Lions are going to have the best record. It's not going to matter what the tiebreaker is or anything of that nature. This is the Lions' division to lose, and they have to operate like that. But this is a game to set the tone.
This is pretty crazy in the Woodward Sports Show. How many people are saying it's a must-win?
A lot of people are saying it's a must-win. I saw a comment that people said it's a must-win because you have to start stacking wins now, which I would obviously love to stack wins at any time, any given moment of the season. But following this game, you have the Carolina Panthers, which caught you by surprise last year. A little bit of a revenge game for that coaching staff.
Oh, they're going to pop the Panthers at home.
Following that game, you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, that one's on the road, if I'm not mistaken. But who's scared of Baker Mayfield?
Nobody.
Yeah. Nobody.
Well, you're scared of Desmond Ritter, so you might be scared of Baker Mayfield.
No one was scared of Desmond Ritter. I just pointedly blinked out that, like, listen, the Detroit Lions are going to stop the run. If there's any team that's going to, the only way they're going to be able to beat us through the air with Desmond Ritter. That's what I told you. And he turned it into a scared thing. What were you going to say, Jeff?
I was going to say, like, this is for confidence for Jordan Love, man. You don't want that man to start building confidence.
That's true, too. That's
like,
a good point,
you hear him, wishing a happy Father's Day to Chicago Bears fans, even though
he spelled it wrong.
And he didn't even. I don't think it came out how he expected it to. But if he beats the Lions, his first game starting against the Lions, you don't want him to build that confidence early on. You don't want to be the team that's 500. And the Packers are 2 games above 500.
That's fair.
And you look at Dan Campbell's record through the first 2 months of the season. Like, you want to get wins early. I understand that. But when I think of must win, I think of, like, to end the season, you're facing the Packers with the division on the line or playoffs on the line. Like, that to me is a must win. But then again, if you're a good football team in the NFL, you could argue every game's a must win.
Chris, put up the poll. Is this a must-win game for the Detroit Lions? Because I do see it a lot. And again, I don't think
you
is
don't want to lose to the division opponent. You don't want to lose.
Oh, no, you don't want to lose any game. But this isn't like if they lose this game, the season's over. Exactly. That's what a must-win is for me.
Yes.
That's what a must-win means for me. Is if they lose this game, it's over. Forget about it. That's not what this is. Do you want to win?
Is where you're sweaty and it stinks a little bit.
Yeah, it's a must-win. When the air comes and blows some of that stink, it's a must-win.
Like the arm of Easy's pits.
Yeah,
like the arm of my pits.
Like the arm of his pit. But I do think you obviously want to win this game. You obviously want to go in there and set the tone. But must-wins don't happen in week 4. That's not how the NFL works.
Exactly. That's where I'm at with it. Chris, you going to say something?
Oh, I was just going to say, I think this is just the same Lions fans that were calling last week a must-win game, which I think, if I'm being honest, last week's win was more important than this week's win. If I'm being honest, like I feel like for setting the tone of the season, the faith in the locker room, all of those things. All of those things. I mean, that's a debate in and of itself. But I think that Lions fans are always going to approach every game as a must-win because they want the Lions to win, and because the Lions haven't been in a position where they've won a lot. So every game is a must-win game. But in reality, in totality, I don't think this is a must-win game when you look at the complete big picture. Because if the Packers win 8 games and the Lions win 10,
exactly,
the tiebreaker doesn't even matter. So
exactly.
what are we doing here?
You know what? It's a good conversation because I think Pat McAfee brought this up today on his show. It's the first time in 37 years the Lions are favored at Lambeau. So if you look at it like that, do you want them to win? Yes. Ideally, yes. Because then you prove to the NFL and you prove to the odds makers, like, yeah, the Lions are serious. But again, like, must win. I'm with you guys. It doesn't feel. It's week 4.
It's week 4.
It's too early to be throwing out must wins.
That's what I think.
For a 2-1 football team,
must win is being used loosely.
I agree.
Do you want to win? Obviously, you want to win. All the ramifications, yes, you want to win. A lot is on the line if you win. But it's not a must. A must win means it completely derails your season or ends your season. That's not what this is.
Yeah, every game in the NFL is a must-win if you want to spin that. I mean, come on.
Exactly. I think it's how the people who are voting yes for this must-win are spinning it. Because, like, in reality, as much as, like, you look at this Green Bay Packers team and it's a winnable game for them on the road today, it's not that for the rest of the season. I mean, how many people really think the Green Bay Packers are winning more games this season than the Detroit Lions? They've lost to the low. I don't want to call them low because they are 2-2. They lost to the Falcons, who we whooped their fucking ass. Mm-hmm. This team is not winning more games than the Detroit Lions outside of injuries than the Detroit Lions. It's not even.
Well,
it's not
when you say must win, you set yourself up to be pissed off tomorrow.
Exactly.
Like everyone's going to be like,
exactly.
Season's over. Like
you want to win it.
Of course.
It's embarrassing if you don't.
Of course.
It's not a must win.
I saw people in the comments on like Instagram posts being like, Lions win this one in an upset. They're favored. Like, how is it an upset? They're favored. It's just casuals still have that depiction of the Lions as down bad.
Yeah.
And that is one thing that would help shake it is a primetime win against the Packers. Obviously, the primetime win against the Chiefs helped, but that would still help shake that kind of, I don't know, that thought process of the Lions. But we'll be right back. First, let me tell you guys about Guardian Alarm. Guardian Alarm offers you customized solutions from real experts. Their professional technicians take the time to recommend security and automation solutions specific to your needs. They also have 24/7 professional monitoring. You can call them anytime, day or night, and know a Guardian Alarm team member will stay on the phone as long as needed. And of course, they have technology backed by people. Your safety and security deserves technology that's been proven to work and people who have been proven to care. So call them at 1-800.
Stay out!
That's 1-800.
Take your ass out this motherfucker!
And let them know Woodward Sports sent you.
Get out!
How would you like to win not one, but 2 vehicles of your choice? One for you and one for your wife, your girlfriend, or your best bud. Get to Lady Jane's today for an award-winning haircut and automatically enter for your chance to win. Courtesy of Les Stanford Buick GMC of Ferndale. Lady Jane's, open 7 days a week, walk in anytime. It's wicked awesome. Brace yourselves, Detroit. As the sun begins to set, 2 of Woodward Sports' brightest young stars will be taking the mic for a brand new show. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder. The dog days in Detroit are over, and the boys are unleashed. Join in on the banter and hop on the bandwagon of the #1 night show on the internet. Tune into the Woodward Sports YouTube channel every weeknight from 8 to 10 p.m. Woodward Nights with Spooner and Broder.
It's the Randy Wise Celebrity Golf Tour.
You're a good coach, Tim. Oh, great shot.
Some of the biggest names in Michigan sports, and some, well, not so much.
Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, yeah, baby.
Watch episodes at woodwardsports.com.
Experience the true meaning of exceptional cannabis today with products from Dispo Dispensary. There are 12 locations, including a new location in Whitmore Lake. Dispo is never far away. Join Woodward Sports at Romeo next Friday. We'll figure it out. We're going to be at the Romeo location. They're open until midnight either way. We're going to be there. Free food, all that stuff every single Friday. Join us at Dispo Dispensary. If you can't make it there, they deliver the dope to you at DISPO.
And it might be JB.
DispoShops.com, and it might be JB.
What up, though, everybody, and welcome back to the Woodward Heavyweights Live on WoodwardSports.com. Make sure you like and share the stream. If you're listening on an audio platform, leave a 5-star review.
5-star.
I am Spencer Raxter. We got Easy. We got Jeff. We got Chris. We got JB. And you know what it is. It's Lions game day, baby. The Lions play tonight versus the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. We just got done talking about, is it a must win? What's going on there? Blah, blah, blah. Jeff, come sit in a seat. We got to talk about a lot of different things. I think we all came to the conclusion that it's not a must win per se, but we obviously really, really want to win in Lambeau. Now, I want to know what the X factors are. Who are you looking out for? What are your X factors for this game going forward? Easy. We'll start with you.
I'm caking right now. Start with Jeff.
He's got his own show to do in 20 minutes.
That's fine.
Who are your X factors for this game going forward?
I'm curious what yours are. I'm real curious.
Yeah, I'll tell you about my X factors. My X factors for this game are pretty simple. It's Sam Laporta needs to get loose.
There you go.
We need to see what he did last week and continue to do that. Another one on the offense is David Montgomery. I think that's just obvious that David Montgomery needs to be the guy. He needs to impact the game. He needs to run the ball. He needs to do what we saw in the first couple weeks. Come out here and wreck Lambeau, wreck the cheeseheads' hearts, and make sure some things happen.
Yeah, I named two. One offensively, one defensively. Defensively, I'll go Lee McNeil. Need another big game out of him. It's not just him, but, you know, he's up there for defensive tackles, at least slowing down the run. So he's going to be big time. The way he affected him, Benito Jones, Aiden Hutchinson, the way they affected Bijan and Tyler Algier, I think you need another big game out of Aleem. I think you could even argue Brian Branch. You're going to need to see that type of, maybe not the exact performance, but you're going to need to see what Brian's been doing all year. Offensively, though, I'm going to go with a different one than you. Because I think another one, I would say Jameer in the passing game.
Yeah.
But I'll go Josh Reynolds. I think what Reynolds did the first two games, he's the dude, at least with Chark not being here and Marvin Jones, Lucas's guy, you know, he defends him till he dies. You know, he hasn't really shown up yet, so you're going to need somebody. Laporta's a great one. He's been the guy.
Yeah. But
it's just, for me, Laporta's had 5 catches in every game he's played in. Like, at some point, there's going to have to be a drop-off. Like, someone else is going to have to pop back up. I think it'll be Josh Reynolds. So those are my two, the two big X factors for tonight.
Easy, you're still a part of this show.
Yes, sir.
Who are your X factors in this game?
X factors in this game specifically for the Detroit Lions? For Lions?
Yes.
I got to go. I mean, I already told you already. It's Taylor Decker and Dave Montgomery. But if they aren't 100%, which we know they're not 100%, I'm going to have to, as crazy as it sounds, ask a rookie to step up, and Jameer Gibbs, and make some plays. And you know what? I'm going to go a step above beyond that because we've seen him in like your regular generic plays. I got to see my guy, Ben Johnson, step up and in his play calling and make sure that Jameer Gibbs is in position to make those plays to be an X factor for the Detroit Lions. By the way, Jeff and I have switched seats officially for the wax.
For the wax.
For the wax.
For the wax. It's going down.
Hit the like button for the wax.
We've reached the like total. Easy is going to get waxed. But now defensively, you said Aleem McNeil, right, Jeff? Yeah. I think defensively, I don't want to say the secondary as a whole, but I'm going to say Jerry Jacobs.
That's a good one.
Because we know what Cam Sutton is. We know what Cam Sutton's going to do. We know he's going to be a guy that locks down his assignment, that makes sure he doesn't miss an assignment, he doesn't get beat deep, anything like that. We need Jerry Jacobs to also do that. Because the Packers don't just have one good receiver, they have two good receivers. They have Dobbs and they have Watson. So whoever Jerry's lined up against, he needs to go out there. He needs to lock him down. He needs to do some things to make things happen.
Can I not see Jerry Jacobs on a receiver that's 6 inches taller than him? Like,
I mean,
preferably?
Romeo Dobbs, Christian Watson, they're both big guys. Able-bodied
Christian
guys.
Watson's 6'4". I mean, what is Romeo Dobbs?
Can you sit up?
Romeo, I'm waiting for the wax.
Okay.
All right, well, it's not here yet.
Why are you being so... You're so mean drunk.
You know, you just look... It looks terrible.
I don't care. I'm waiting for the wax.
All right,
He's
cool.
taking a nap.
Yeah.
You look like that every day. I never bitch about it.
Yeah.
I want to see Jerry Jacobs on Romeo Dobbs.
It's embarrassing.
I'm not trying to see Jerry Jacobs on Christian Watson, dude. That's I don't want to see it.
Yeah, I don't want to see Jerry Jacobs on Christian Watson either. It's tough, though, because Christian Watson is a burner.
He is.
You know, he can get down the field. He can make things happen. And the secondary is Kirby is more than likely out.
Yeah,
right? So
unfortunately.
that's a big hit. Obviously, it wasn't too bad against Atlanta. You didn't see it because you got shit-ass Desmond Ridder back there throwing balls. He's not going to do anything that to scare you. He's not going to do anything to hurt you. But this Packers offense is based on taking shots down the field.
It is.
And so we'll see what's going on with Tracy. We'll see what's going on with Iffy in the back end of that secondary if they can help on these guys, because neither Cam nor Jerry are guys that like, okay, you're going to run down with him. Like Christian Watson has that type of speed to where he can run away from people.
Yeah.
And so they're going to need some help on the back
You're
end.
going to need safety help.
Yeah.
The other thing, too, I'm interested to see is Brian Branch on Jaden Reed in the slot. I think that's an interesting matchup, too. And at this point, it seems like Brian Branch, 4 years into his rookie career, he's just one of the guys I just can count on. Like, I'm not too worried about Brian Branch, but I think Jerry Jacobs is a good one. But also, given the reason why you didn't really hear much about the secondary is that pass rush was just all over Desmond last week. Yeah. So, if, again, your left tackle's out, David Bakhtiari's out, Jenkins is out. I think it's the advantage Lions defensive line. They can create pressure. This Lions secondary is going to have a pretty easy day because it's going to be hard for Jordan Love to get shots downfield when Aiden's breathing down his neck every play.
Jordan Love's going to be running for his life for sure, especially if they can create the same kind of pressure they did against Atlanta. But I want to see what Brian Branch does, what his assignment is. Is it Jaden Reed?
Yep.
Is it Musgrave? Is it somebody out of the backfield? Is he going to be used off the edge? What are they going to do with Brian Branch? Because he's shown he can do a lot of different things, and he's shown he's very good at all of those things. So that is definitely somebody to have your eyes on.
Traded with the Packers to get Brian Branch.
Yeah.
This is your revenge game,
is personal.
Brian.
It was already
personal.
It was already personal on the rest of the league because he slept to the second round.
Yep.
But now it's specifically personal against the Packers. So I love it. I'm excited to see what Brian could do in this game. I have Brian Branch getting a sack in this game.
Ooh,
I think he's going to come in off that nickel blitz, pop Jordan Love, and put him on the turf.
A lot of tackle for losses.
The ground.
He needs a sack. I think
Definitely
it could be
add to my
You're
bet.
onto something there. I know people are talking about, too, and I saw this, the Packers X Factor for the Lions, or at least the Packers X Factor, is the Lions not having Kirby Joseph. And I love that the Kirby and Brian Branch, two players that the Lions drafted that are just villains for the Packers. I think Brian Branch could be the next one. I think he's going to haunt Jordan Love.
He's going to make sure he does. Yeah. He's going to make sure he haunts Jordan Love. Because like you said, not only did the whole fucking league pass on this guy, the Packers traded their pick
said I'm good.
to a division rival to take him.
Yeah.
So that is double chip. That is single chip, second chip. Both shoulders have chips on them for the Packers. I'm excited to see what Brian Branch does.
And didn't they have a pick 2 picks later, the Packers? So even if maybe they thought Brian was going to fell 2 picks.
Maybe, but it didn't work out. It didn't work out. I'm excited. I'm really excited to see going forward what they do. You talked about the defensive line and how they need to step up. You said Aleem. What other pass rusher
Kaminsky.
do you want? Is it Kaminsky?
Has to be, man.
Yeah.
Because Kaminsky was the guy that, especially before Houston's arrival, he was kind of setting up a lot of that stuff for Hutch. I need to see the Kaminsky that we saw last year. I know he's been a little quiet, but he's a big part of this defensive line, man. He sets up things for Aiden. He does create pressure. He's good against the run. I think he's been quiet. Not that that's a terrible thing, but I think Kaminsky's got to be the guy. Yeah. I mean, Romeo, I kind of just accepted that.
What's going on with Romeo?
I don't know. I don't. That would have been my pick 2
Romeo,
years
where
ago.
art thou, Romeo?
Yeah, for real.
I don't know. Romeo would have been my pick, but I just accept at this point that, he's not the 10-sack Romeo.
It's not. Aiden Hutchinson. It's Aiden Hutchinson with another situation where he got embarrassed, the backup lineman against the Seattle Seahawks. That was even more embarrassing. That was at home. Dealing with backup lineman here in Green Bay. Where, to be honest with it, Aiden Hutchinson, I know Kirby's like the guy we talk about who owns the Green Bay Packers. Aiden Hutchinson, 2 sacks and 2 interceptions against the Green Bay Packers.
That is true.
He's co-owner of the Green Bay Packers alongside Kirby Joseph.
Yeah.
Aiden Hutchinson has to step up and show that tonight.
I guess my point was besides Aiden, but I agree with you. I mean, obviously, you want big players to make plays.
That's fair. Besides Aiden, I'm looking at Branch.
Could I also argue
as a pass rusher?
Look at Branch to make plays. You talking about as an X factor?
No, we're talking about edge rushers.
Edge rushers.
Besides Aiden, who do you think?
Let's be real about it. Aiden's really the only one we have.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh god.
Here we go. It's happening.
Oh man.
So we have the lovely JC and Bethany waxing Easy's eyebrows.
Cleaning them up. You're not waxing them off.
No, wax them off, Beth.
Want an arch?
Yeah, give him an arch. Give him an arch. Oh, jeez.
Dude, he's like low-key enjoying it.
Oh, you guys keep talking about this. I mean, you kind of giving us that.
Okay, Easy.
No, we got to keep it on Easy.
Yeah, just
no,
leave
for sure,
it on
but
Easy,
commentate
man.
it. I mean, fuck.
Yeah,
I mean,
commentate. Well, it's now.
All right, I'll
wait for the wax to
commentate.
dry.
The wax is kind of warm.
Yeah,
it's all warm in the dark, brother.
All
You know what I'm
warm
saying?
in the dark, brother.
That's where I'm at. I guess. I don't
Yeah,
know
that's
what
it.
to say
That's all
right
you
now.
got. Are you nervous?
What
are you more nervous about, this or the Lions winning?
I'm pretty.
Do you feel bonita?
I got a couple shots in me, so I'm feeling good about the Lions. I'm less nervous about this. Oh, that was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. This is what I tried telling you. Like,
so you get your eyebrows done, then, Jeff? You're familiar with the process?
No. Well,
I've gotten my.
Why are you so familiar? Yeah. Why'd you try?
I've never gotten them waxed before.
That's it.
No, I said there's more.
I'm okay.
I don't know how to take that. Should I be offended?
That's true.
You got some bushy eyebrows.
Sure.
I do got some bushy eyebrows.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's the heavyweights, man.
Everything.
It's the heavyweights. Everything thick over here, boy. What you mean?
Everything big.
Everything big.
We do got to go to break, though.
DH95 says, hey, that's not the gooch. What gives?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never said the gooch, but I specifically said eyebrows.
The people want to see your gooch.
Yeah, the people want
God.
to see. Oh, God. Here we go.
Here we go.
This is Beth.
Beth, make it hurt.
Oh, she's going to make it hurt.
Jesus, man.
She did the first one, too. Yeah. The
I'm
lovely Bethany. Come get your haircut from Beth.
Last time she was on here, she ketchup-boarded
Yeah,
Flannel
she
Sam.
ketchup-boarded Flannel Sam when she was on the
She did
heavyweights.
ketchup-boarded Flannel Sam. Relax.
Are we gonna?
Yeah. Just make me real cute, you know what I'm saying? Alright, that's offensive.
Come get your haircut from Beth at Lady Jane's in Birmingham.
Shout out. Oh, God. Oh, she fucked up. Oh, God.
There you go.
What's he saying?
Just
Kelly Clarkson!
All right, we got to go to break real fast. So let me tell you guys about Planet Fitness. Planet Fitness is the home of the judgment-free zone where you can work out in a non-intimidating, judgment-free atmosphere. The gym that has always been clean is now cleaner than ever. You can get a full-body workout in just 30 minutes of the 30-minute circuit, and all memberships include fitness training. You can get all this for just $10 a month or upgrade to the Black Card for $24.99 and get use of all the amenities. Join in club or online. Planet Fitness, where fitness is essential.
Essential.
Hey, this is Mr. Kearney, Chief Academic Officer at Academy of Warren. I want to welcome you to the brand new field house. The state-of-the-art facility has a regulation basketball court, volleyball court, soccer field. It can be used for 7-on-7 football. Our K-8 academic features AM, PM, latchkey, small classroom sizes, Learning Street, futuristic media center, free breakfast and lunch, Holton Mifflin curriculum, academic games, K-8 athletics, and more. Enroll today at academywarren.net.
Now, coming to Woodward Sports, Woodward and Main Street, the Woodward Sports Network Detroit Lions Show. Catch Gabrielle D. Phillips, Matt Broder, and Terry Foster for all the latest news on your Detroit Lions every week. Only on the Woodward Sports Network YouTube channel and woodwardsports.com.
Burgers and chicken sandwiches are taking over at Big Boy. Try our new pretzel bacon cheeseburger. Turn up the heat with Bob's Hot Chicken Sandwich. Upgrade those regular fries with our chili cheese fries or loaded baked potato fries. Hit your sweet tooth with funnel cake fries or Reese's chocolate peanut butter thunder cake. Load up on all your favorites today at Big Boy.
What could be better than watching celebrities like Braylon or D-Mac play golf?
Tim.
A lot. Playing golf yourself can be treated like a celebrity. That's what's stopping any Randy Wise dealership for your chance to golf like a celebrity. Listen, you got VIP transportation. Go out to any of your favorite courses. You get a tasty steak after, compliments of Fairway, Pack & Co. Make the wise decision. Get to Randy Wise today for your chance to win.
All right, we only got a couple minutes left. We got to go to the easy cam. Beth's hooking him up. He's getting his whole eyebrows waxed.
Oh God.
This guy's getting
Beth,
paid.
is this gonna hurt?
This feels a little bit more sketchy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I'm just a little bit scared. There's a lot more on this time. I got him on both sides now.
Yeah.
Yeah. As long, I mean,
dude,
I don't know.
It's not
I don't know.
It's,
oh God. Okay. Okay, yep, that is worse.
I'll tell you what, your gooch would have hurt.
Yeah, he's got to wax his
I
gooch.
feel like the gooch would go like so much quicker though. It's like 4 hairs in the gooch. No?
I've never seen your gooch, so I don't know.
You've never seen it. You have. I mean, you.
I've never seen your gooch.
You have
so
a gooch?
Yeah, mine has more than 4 hairs. I'll tell you that.
How many guys have I waxed? 0.
Yeah.
The gooch? How many gooches have you waxed? 0.
Oh, there it is. That's the money shot right there.
That was the money shot.
Oh yeah. Beth, you got the chat simping hard. Ryan's
Always.
reaction. This chick is fine AF. Sup, Beth from Ryan C. Beth is the GOAT. Appreciate you, Beth. Her second appearance on the Woodward Heavyweights, only inflicting pain. That's what it's all about.
Every time. Her nickname's Sid.
Pain is the only way to get her on.
We got to get out of here. We got to make room for Jeff Ifrady and the franchise and all of that. Shout out to Beth. Shout out to Easy, Chris, JB, Jeff.
Shout me out.
Gentry, I am Spencer Raxter. We are the Woodward Heavyweights. Make sure you tune in the pregame show and let's go live.
Let's go live.
Peace.
The Heavy Goats.
Woodward!